Liverpool's interest in £26 million Serie A defender is confirmed after a standout season in Italy. Liverpool's £86 million priority transfer target is willing to wait patiently for the Reds to make their move. Insider reports that a Liverpool star is set to leave as the club takes concrete steps to sign a replacement. Welcome, fellow Red supporters. Let's dive into today's updates. According to a new report published by Italian outlet Internews, Liverpool has officially entered the race to sign young defender Giovani Leonei, currently playing for Parma. However, securing the highly rated Italian prospect won't be easy. Alongside the English club, three Serie A giants, Juventus, Inter Milan, and AC Milan, are also heavily interested in the 18-year-old, setting up a four-way battle for his signature. Giovani Leonei is widely regarded as one of the brightest young defensive talents in Italian football. Last season in Serie A, his performances caught the eye of several European scouts. Despite his age, Leonei showed impressive tactical awareness, defensive composure, and excellent ball distribution. As a result, Parma has placed a valuation of around £26 million on the defender, a price that reflects both his potential and the club's intention to capitalize on growing interest. Among the suitors, Liverpool is considered the main foreign contender prepared to move forward with negotiations. The club's transfer strategy has long focused on acquiring promising young players who can be developed internally with the goal of becoming long-term starters. This philosophy has already proven successful at Anfield, with academy products like Connor Bradley and Curtis Jones now established in the first team. The arrival of Arne Slot as Liverpool's new manager marks a fresh chapter for the Reds, with squad shuffling and tactical adjustments expected. So far, 5 new signings have been made this summer, and Slot aims to use the pre-season to closely assess the team and identify priority areas. While no major departures are currently imminent, it is likely that more sales or loans could happen as the European transfer market gains momentum in the coming weeks. However, the strong competition from Italian clubs remains a significant factor. Juventus, Inter Milan, and AC Milan have a long-standing tradition of nurturing domestic talent and could offer Leonei the opportunity to stay in his home country, a consideration that might influence his final decision. Still, the chance to play in the Premier League for a club with Liverpool's stature and ambition could be equally compelling for any young player. At this stage, talks around Giovani Leonei are still in the realm of speculation, with no official confirmation from any of the parties involved. That said, discussions are reportedly taking place behind the scenes, and Leonei's name is expected to feature prominently in the coming days as clubs intensify their efforts to reinforce their squads ahead of the 2025-26 season. Whether as a long-term investment or an immediate defensive upgrade, Leonei appears poised to be one of the standout stories of this summer transfer window.
Liverpool is also actively searching for a new forward who fits the playing philosophy of manager Arne Slot. And according to Caught Offside, French striker Hugo Akatik has emerged as the club's top target for this transfer window. While big names like Alexander Isak and Victor Osimhen have been linked to the Reds, it is Akatik who is gaining real momentum as a strategic and realistic option to bolster the attack. Currently at Eintracht Frankfurt, Akatik had an outstanding 2024-25 season and is now valued between 85 and 100 million euros, approximately 73 to 86 million pounds. Though the price tag is steep, his performances justify the figure. He contributed 22 goals and 12 assists in all competitions, helping Frankfurt secure third place in the Bundesliga and reach the quarterfinals of the Europa League. With such numbers, Akatik could be an ideal addition to play alongside Mohamed Salah and, if he stays, Luis Diaz, potentially elevating Liverpool's attacking unit to a new level. However, bringing in Akatik would require financial adjustments. Liverpool has already generated around £66 million through the sales of Trent Alexander-Arnold, Kevin Kelleher, Jarell Quansah, and Nat Phillips. but that may still fall short of what's needed to secure the striker's services. Additional player departures are expected before the club can make a formal offer. The good news for Liverpool is that Akatik is reportedly aware of the situation, and according to the same source, is willing to wait patiently until space opens up in the squad and budget. This patience shows his genuine interest in joining Liverpool, even if it means delaying the move. Meanwhile, the club is exploring the possibility of selling Darwin Núñez, which could further clear the path for a new striker. Napoli has expressed interest in the Uruguayan forward and has opened talks, but Liverpool's asking price, over €65 million, or about £56 million, has become a stumbling block. According to transfer expert Fabrizio Romano, the Italian club considers the fee too expensive, but continues to search for a solution. So far, no official offer has been accepted by Liverpool, which remains firm in its valuation of the player. The situation continues to develop and is expected to be a major storyline at Anfield in the coming weeks. For now, Hugo Akatik remains Liverpool's main offensive target for the 2025-26 season and has the potential to become one of the most impactful signings of the European summer window if the Reds manage to make the deal happen. Bayern Munich has significantly intensified its interest in signing Luis Diaz, the Colombian forward from Liverpool, with the club's sporting director, Max Ebro, taking the initiative to make a concrete approach to the player and his representatives. According to Bayern journalist and insider Christian Falk, the Bavarian club has moved beyond the initial scouting phase and has already begun discussions involving financial details such as salary figures and contract duration in preparation for an official offer to Liverpool. Bayern's move highlights the seriousness and focus of the club's board in strengthening the attacking sector ahead of the 2025-26 season. Luis Diaz has been identified as a top priority target due to his versatility, performing well on both flanks, and his explosive speed, intensity in one-on-one duels, and ability to change the course of a game in key moments. With Leroy Sané's uncertain future and Kingsley Coman's recurring injuries, Luis Diaz has emerged as a strong option for Bayern Munich under Vincent Kompany. Diaz is reportedly open to a move to the Bundesliga if terms are right. Since arriving from FC Porto, he has become a key player for Liverpool, known for his intensity, discipline, and dribbling ability. Despite Bayern's serious interest, Liverpool insists Diaz is not for sale, though it remains unclear whether this is a firm stance or a negotiation strategy. Liverpool's new manager, Arne Slot, has already expressed admiration for Diaz and considers him a vital part of his tactical plans as he prepares the team to challenge for the Premier League title next season. However, Diaz's willingness to listen to Bayern's proposals could considerably increase pressure on Liverpool's board, especially if the Bavarians decide to submit a financially compelling offer. Should the Colombian publicly express his desire to seek new challenges, the Liverpool hierarchy may be forced to reassess their position, even if it goes against their initial intent to retain the player. In addition to Bayern Munich, another club showing interest in the player is Al Nassr from Saudi Arabia, which is also monitoring the Colombian situation. While a move to Saudi football might seem unlikely at this stage of Diaz's career, as he remains in peak physical condition and still harbors high sporting ambitions, the financial power of Middle Eastern clubs continues to influence the European market, and a significant offer cannot be entirely ruled out. Luis Diaz's future, therefore, remains uncertain. While Liverpool is determined to maintain a strong and competitive squad, the club may have to deal with one of the most delicate decisions of this transfer window. With Bayern and potentially Al Nassr in the race, and the player himself open to hearing offers, it is likely that the Colombian's name will be at the center of the transfer market in the coming weeks. Everything will depend on the progress of negotiations and, above all, the player's final decision regarding his next steps. Thank you very much for watching until the end. See you next time.